Original.
Hello and welcome to Webcrawlers. This is our mailbag episode. Honk honk McGilligutty. I'm Allie Siegel.
I'm Honk Honk McGilligutty.
And I'm producer Maria.
I gotta read this review.
Yeah, we got a bunch of reviews.
This because it mentions me, and it's important
Ooh.
that I read everything that mentions me.
Let's hear it.
It says Bimbo Nation from Sofadelic. Boing, honk, honk, awooga. Love these bimbos. One of my favorite shows. P.S. Allie's voice is the least annoying, in my humble opinion.
So we're all annoying, but yours is the least annoying. Is that what that means?
So you guys are annoying. I'm not. Go off, Queen. Also, been meaning to call in to tell you about my mom's old babysitter hooking up with a dating game killer. And my Manson murder connection. I just can't bear to listen to my own voice on a mailbag. Maybe soon. Love ya. Write us an email. We will read it. Next one, weird and hilarious from Nick. You guys are weird and so am I. CBM007, 5 stars. These bimbos are the best.
Juliana60, good, weird, fun. This podcast is strangely engaging. The hosts do a deep, meandering dive into whatever weird subject interests them that week.
That is true. It really just is whatever we feel like doing.
The great Andoro. So review. Much good. Very entertained.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Then there's one about how we're obnoxious and we look stupid. Thank you.
Thank you.
Again. Thank you.
Always appreciate the 1 stars. That does everybody so much good. It's a great way.
If you take your time out of your day to write a 1-star review, you are obsessed with me. I'm sorry. You're like obsessed with me.
It's true.
You're obsessed with
there's
me.
no other
You're obsessed
reason.
with our podcast.
There's no other reason. Yeah.
You're in love with us. Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's weird.
thank you for that 1-star review. Yeah. You're the biggest fan of anyone. So thank you.
I've never listened. If you're not paying for something and you're consuming it and you don't like it, why would you? What's the point? What are you doing?
Yeah, free content, and then you're just like, well, this sucks.
I don't like it.
No one's forcing you to listen. You're not paying money to do. If you paid money for something like a restaurant and you're like, this sucks, yeah, you're allowed to critique it.
Yeah.
Not if it's free.
And
sorry.
It just doesn't make any sense to like take the time to do a 1-star review for no reason whatsoever.
Weird.
It's weird. It makes me laugh.
Me too. I love it. Yeah, keep it. Yeah, we make
Keep
fun
them
of you
coming.
in the group
Keep
chat.
them coming.
So keep them coming.
Keep those 1-star reviews coming, you guys. We need them.
Krampus gonna get you.
Krampus will get you.
Frau Percha is gonna get you.
So we got an email from Jeff, and the subject is Cleveland Kidnappings Charles Ramsey. Hey, crawlers. I work as a producer-director here in Cleveland, and about 7 years ago, I spent a few days with Charles Ramsey for a well-known media outlet. You remember Charles Ramsey, who is the guy who the kidnapped women ran out, and they found him?
Oh, shit.
In the song.
Yeah.
As you might imagine, Charles is a real character. If you run across his Reddit AMA, this was one of the days myself and crew were with him. He is a sweet but also pretty disgruntled about the amount of money he perceives to have been made off of his deed. The Dead Giveaway auto-tune song you play in the episode is a particular source of ire for him. The guys that produced the song have since given him some money, but he still feels taken advantage of and seems to be constantly in search of ways he can profit from his story and infamy. He's still a perennial character here in town. He did release a book entitled, you guessed it, Dead Giveaway some years ago as well. La la la, Jeff.
Oh my God. What if he like sued our podcast for using the audio of him? That'd be amazing.
Yeah, it is weird when like things go viral of people who like didn't expect them to go viral. Like,
yeah, intellectual property is
weird.
a weird, like your own IP.
Like, what's
crazy.
David at the dentist do like, well, because I think that was his family that posted the video, so they, I'm sure, are making.
Well,
YouTube
I
money.
watch this YouTube show called Yes Theory. I don't know if you guys, I've sent you guys some clips of it, but basically they like find people in elevators and they're like, do you want to go to the Bahamas? And then if they say yes, they get a free trip to the Bahamas. Anyway, they did this one episode where they found there's this group of boys and they call themselves Yes Theory. And they just like are these really positive, like their whole thing is like there's these positive forces of good that like try to like make people's dreams come true. And one thing they do is like, because like one episode is them like in an elevator in an office building going like, hey, we have tickets. I forget where it is. I'm just going to say the Bahamas. They're like, we've got a ticket to go to the Bahamas tonight. Do you want to go? And like most people say no, because they're like freaked out. But if they say yes, then they literally get a free trip to the Bahamas. And then they show then it's like a whole video of them all going to the Bahamas together.
Oh.
And they'll do that like they did one with like an Uber delivery guy or something where they were like, where do you want to go more than anywhere in the world? And he was like, Italy. And then they like said, okay, well, we have a trip for Italy for you. Do you want to go? Like they just like take people places all over the world. There was one where they like literally just pointed to a map and they had to go there. It had to be like wherever it was, they had to get there.
How do they have
funds? Because they were like they have a really popular YouTube channel. It's like really popular. I haven't watched it in a while, but a couple months back, I was like watching all of them and I was very entertained. But they did one episode where they found all these old like viral video people and they found that kid, the dentist kid, and they like spent a day with him. And then they found Antoine Dodson, the guy, that guy, and they spent they found him and they found another guy. Anyway, so that just reminded me of that.
We should try to do the same thing and have old viral people on and see like what their life is like now and what, you know.
That would be
or
interesting.
it seems like those people already did it. And I'm just saying we should do the same thing. With those people.
We should do the same thing.
Hey, I have a great idea for an episode. I don't know how it just...
Okay. Should we get into these voicemails?
You're going to see a common theme. You're going to see a common theme in the first five voicemails.
Oh, God, I'm scared.
First 5. First one.
Hi, this message is for the Webcrawlers. This is Ashley calling from Marietta, Georgia. I'm calling in because I was listening to the mailbag from like November 2nd, I think, and everybody's still having this big debate about the emphasis on the wrong syllables. It's not from any of the Austin Powers movies. It's definitely from View from the Top.
Yeah.
But the reason it's like everybody knows it, but nobody's seen it, is because they played the trailer to death. Because the movie came out in 2003, where everybody still had cable, so everybody still had commercials, and the trailer played all the time. Because that is just ingrained in my brain now, and every time I say emphasis, I think of that. All right. Thanks, guys.
It's from the trailer of View from the Top.
Someone tweeted at us that cut actually never even made the movie. So
Which
it's
is
just
interesting.
in the
Right.
Which is insane.
mind-blowing, infuriating. So it's not even in the movie.
It's
that
just
line
the
is
trailer.
only in the trailer.
That's crazy.
That's something else.
Yeah.
That's something else.
It is. It is something else.
Hello, this is Kevin calling for the web crawlers.
Hi.
The reason that everybody thinks the emphasis
Oh my
on
God.
the wrong syllable line is from Austin Powers is because the trailer for A View from the Top was on the VHS of Austin Powers. That's why everybody associates the two, even though nobody ever watched A View from the Top. All right, have a good day.
That explains it. I think that's...
Okay,
It was on the
that's the
VHS.
answer.
Okay, next message.
Hi, excuse me. This message is for the web crawlers.
Let me guess.
This is Stephanie in New Orleans, your pal. So it's Monday morning, and I am working, and I'm listening to mailbags, and I keep forgetting to tell you guys. I feel like this is my purpose. People talk about their purpose. I own the 3-disc set of all of the Austin Powers movies. They are part of me. And I gotta say, I've watched them all a lot, and I don't remember that wrong or emphasis on the wrong syllable thing. I remember people talking about it like in middle school or like quoting it, but I don't like that quote. But I think I would bet. Well, I got that $20 that is not in any of the movies. I watched them all a lot, and now I feel it is my duty to watch them for you guys and confirm, because why not? So I'm gonna do that, and I'll call you back. I'm gonna watch them this week. I got nothing going on. Let's be real. All right, thanks, guys. I look forward to solving this case for you. Bye.
Wow. We got a field team doing research. Okay, next little voicemail.
Hi, this message is for the web crawlers. I would prefer to stay anonymous. Just kidding. This is Annie. I was a caller about the Austin Powers movie, saying that I saw the quote in the first movie. I've been proven wrong.
Oh.
And that's okay. I admit it. I must have been wrong. Maybe I saw in the second movie or the third movie. I'm not sure.
Nope.
I have not had a chance to go back and rewatch. The other option is I dreamt it up altogether. I know I did not. I'm not referring to the trailer. I know I did not see that. I know I did not watch that movie with Gwyneth Paltrow. I know that. So the three options are: it's in the second movie, it's in the third movie, or I dreamt it up. So either way, I was wrong, and I admit it. And I'm really not in the mood to research by watching the last movies again. But if someone else wants to, please do. And I would love to know if I'm going crazy or if I was right. Anyway, I love the show, and I would love to figure out this mystery, because this is living in my brain as Austin Powers saying it. So I, like everyone else, would like this to be figured out. Thanks. Bye.
This is like the biggest mystery in web crawlers history.
This is
never
this
had-
is like our cereal.
We've never had this many call in at once getting to the bottom of this.
Wow. Okay, next message.
Hi, this message is for the web crawlers. Got a bit of a bone to pick. My name is Alex. I've called him before. Go save my brother from dying. And
What?
the bone I got to pick is that I must have missed the part where you guys acknowledged that wrong emphasis, wrong syllable is from View from the Top. It's only from View from the Top. It's not in Austin Powers. It's just an empirical fact. But that's not the bone I have to pick. The bone I have to pick is that I had to admit to my wife that I've seen View from the Top. And, I'm just not okay with that. So, I don't know. I guess I can't just make you apologize, but I'm a little peeved about it. It's not a good film, and I don't wish it upon anyone to have to see it, so I don't know. Whatever. Bye.
Whatever. Wow.
I've never seen A View from the Top. I've only seen that trailer.
I don't think anyone's seen A View from
Has
the
anyone
Top except for
actually
Maria.
watched
It's
that
not,
movie?
first of all, it's not called A View from the Top. You're thinking of a room with a view, and then you're putting it with View from the Top, and you're creating a view from the top.
Oh boy.
You stole my story.
You stole my story.
I have seen View from the Top. I think I rented it once upon a time from a Blockbuster.
Wow.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah, I think it being on the VHS, the trailer being on the VHS really
Yeah, that kind of
I think
solves
that
it.
solidified. Yeah, I think that solved it. Okay, next message.
Hi, this message is for the web crawlers. This is Donna from Delaware. I'm calling because I was on Twitter yesterday, and because of you guys, I follow John Tenney now, and he had lost his phone and, jokingly was asking for guesses. And then he had commented saying, for everyone guessing to check the bathroom, it would never be there because, fun fact, it's never been in the bathroom. And I was just shocked because I don't know what I would be doing in there without my phone. I mean, obviously going to the bathroom, but for the past 10 years, every time I've gone in there to poop, I've taken my phone.
Yes, Queen.
I was
Go
just
off.
shocked. And it made me wonder if maybe I should
try leaving my phone when I go to the bathroom.
Why?
And then I was like, no, I need to do my shopping and surfing while I poop. That's just life now. But it got me thinking, and it made me wonder if there's other people out there that refuse to take their phone into the bathroom because, I don't know, germs or whatever. So, yeah, what do you guys think? Do you take your phones in the bathroom?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought everyone did until I saw John Tenney's post. So, all right, well, thanks, ladies, and have a great day. La, la, la.
It's a fun fact about John Tenney that we learned. He doesn't bring his phone in the bathroom.
Don't let him shit shame you.
I always bring my phone in the bathroom. Even if I'm just like going number one, 10 seconds. Sure. Put my phone on the counter. Who cares?
Me too. Maria, you're shockingly quiet.
It's too personal an issue for me. I do understand though that, there is talk of you can get your phone very dirty.
Sure, I understand that. But if you're, if you wash your hands,
cleaning that baby, you gotta wash your hands, but you also gotta, wipe off that phone. Unless,
I totally never clean my phone.
You gotta just take an alcohol wipe like once every month or so. I just wipe it off. Just the screen.
They have those wipes they have those technology wipes for like phones and laptops and computers.
I say do you, whatever, do you.
Do you, whatever. No judgment.
Okay.
You do you.
Okay, next message.
You do you.
You do you.
Hello, web crawlers. Hi, my name is Jihan. I am from Seoul, South Korea. I've been wanting to call in for a while, but
South
since you
Korea.
guys mentioned South Korea in the last mailbag episode, I thought I'd muster up the courage to call in. I know travels are tricky right now, but if you guys did a tour in Seoul, I would die to go. Anyway, it wouldn't be a web crawlers episode without a paranormal story. So when I was 10 or 11, I was asleep at night, and then I woke up because it was hot and bright, and the outside was burning. And there was a girl my age at the foot of my bed. I immediately knew this girl was a paranormal being because I had really bad eyesight as a kid. I had laser surgery as an adult, but back then everything was blurry without my glasses. But this girl was crystal clear while the rest of the room was blurry. I knew I had to get out because of the fire, but I was afraid to move because of the ghost girl. Then my aunt, who saw the fire, came into my bedroom to wake me up, and the ghost girl vanished. The fire department determined that the fire was caused by our upstairs neighbor throwing out of cigarettes, which interacted with the nitrogen fertilizer of the flower bed. But to this day, I still wonder if the ghost girl caused the fire or was she trying to save me from it. Let me know what you guys think. I know you guys have a lot of voicemail backlog, but I hope to hear from you soon. Bye.
Wow, is that our first caller from South Korea?
I think so. That sounds like a story for Angelica Counters.
Yes, it does.
What do you think, Angelica?
I think that was a guardian angel.
That's what I think too.
Maybe someone who from her ancestry, or someone who lived in the apartment before, or something. Who knows?
Wow, that's crazy.
I wonder if you're a ghost who died in the house or whatever, and you say to yourself, I don't know if this is how it goes down, but if you say to yourself, like, you know what, I'm gonna stick around just in case someone needs my help in the future. That, like, when you see that fire start to go, you're like, all right, it's go time.
It's game time.
It's go time. Let's do it.
Or they set the fires and then they'd be like, oh, let me save this person so I'll look like the hero even though I set the fire.
Yeah, interesting.
Like Ghost Munchausen.
Yeah, Ghost Munchausen.
That's interesting type of character. That's a complicated character.
That's a movie, I think.
Ghost Munchausen.
That's an interesting story and very visual and visceral. God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, next message.
This message is for web crawlers. This is Amber Leah from Oregon.
again. You guys ever get sick of hearing from me? So I had nothing to call about, and then something kind of weird happened this morning, and I was like, I don't know who to share it with. And I was like, I'll share it with you guys because it's kind of funny. But maybe like a little disclaimer, because like the story I'm about to tell does have some cussing in it and like some hints towards drug use. So
She's like cussing.
kind of
Trigger warning, cussing ahead.
You may not be able to use it for the podcast. If you aren't, I'm sorry, and I don't want to waste your time, but at least it's a funny story for you to hear. But anyway, so my son is on Zoom meetings and whatnot with this whole COVID thing going on, and he decided to tell his entire Zoom class this morning that mom farts in her sleep, which is awesome. And, we're all laughing about it this morning, and I'm like, gee, thanks, kids say the darndest things. And my mom goes, yeah, it's like when you were little, and you told your entire class that story about, or that joke your dad told you about drugs. And I'm like, there's no drugs in that joke. Like, I vividly remember what she's talking about because I got, like, scolded because my dad's favorite thing was telling jokes, and some of them were, like, rather inappropriate for children at that age. Like, I think I was probably, 7, like, close to my son's age. And I went to school and decided that this joke that my dad told me over the weekend was appropriate to tell my class. And I thought it was inappropriate for a whole different reason. And legit, I am now 33 years old, and I just now realized what that joke was truly about, and that's pretty sad.
What's the joke?
So I'm going to tell you the joke, okay? So there's a little town called Bernie, California. So that's a good part that you should probably know about this joke, which is why I thought this was funny as a kid, because I grew up around Bernie, and we used to go visit there like every summer. So like I was like enthralled that that was part of this joke. So anyway, a bear walks into a bar in Bernie, California, and orders a beer. And the bartender goes, we don't serve big brown burly bears beer in this bar in Bernie. And the bear goes, well, I'm a bear. You have to give me a beer. And the bartender goes, I told you once, so I'll tell you twice. We don't serve big brown burly bears beer in this bar in Bernie. And the bear goes, look, if you don't give me a beer, you see that lady over there standing by the pool table? I'm going to go eat her because I'm a bear and I can do that. So give me a beer. And the guy goes, look, I told you twice and I'll tell you a third time. We all serve big brown burly bears beer in this bar in Bernie. So the bear gets up and he goes over and he eats the girl. And he comes back and he wipes his mouth. He sits down and he goes, now give me that beer. And the bartender goes, look, I told you 1,000 times and I'm going to tell you one last time. We don't serve big brown burly bears beer in this bar in Bernie, and especially not bears on drugs. And the bear goes, what? I don't touch drugs. What are you talking about? He goes, well, ain't that a barbiturate? Well, okay, that's the fucking punchline of the joke. Excuse my language. But as a kid, I told this to my second grade class, and I'm cracking up. Teacher is appalled, of course, and called my parents, and there was a whole ordeal about it. So now, as a kid, I thought, the bear was on drugs because the lady at the bar
That's pretty
that
funny.
ate is, some lady standing by the pool table. So as a kid, I'm thinking, well, she must have been on drugs, so that's why the bear was on drugs, and that must be the part of the joke. I don't know. It took until I was 33 years old to realize that he meant barbiturate, like a drug. Like, I am so freaking stupid, and it took me 33 years to figure that joke out. Okay, now that I've made a total fool out of myself, and I'm feeling rather stupid now, that was all. Where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. So anyway, kids say the darndest thing.
The end.
That's a good
That's
joke.
pretty funny. That is a
Pretty
good
good
joke.
Burly brown bear beard bar Bernie. Sure.
Bernie, we don't.
Good joke. Okay.
Good joke.
Next message.
Hi, this is a message for web crawlers. This is Laura from Louisiana. I haven't called in a while, but I just realized there's something I could call about. Once upon a time, I had a dream that I was living in a certain house with my cat, and we were at a local grocery store, and I didn't know the actual grocery store. I don't think I'd ever seen the house before. But then I went to a local grocery store in my town, like in real life, as I was awake, and I see the same house on my way, like passing through there, and I was like, oh my God, that's the same house from my dream. And I told my brother, and he's like, well, you probably saw it in your head one time because you passed by it several times. I'm like, no, I assure you, I've never seen this house before. I'm like, maybe I'm destined to have this house. But every time I've passed by that same area to try and find that same house again, it is not there. I cannot find it. I remember about where it was. I went down every little tiny street around that local grocery store, and I cannot for the life of me find that house again. I don't know where it is. I don't know if it was picked up, if it was moved. Nothing looks missing. It's just I can't find the house at all. It's not there. So, yeah, there's that. Love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
That's a ghost house.
That's scary.
That's a ghost house right there.
That's a ghost house right there.
Okay, next message.
Hi, this is a message for the Webcrawlers. This is Allie S. I just wanted to call because I'm listening to your mailbag episode where you guys talk about hot dogs. And
which one?
Let me tell you, fucking girls, what the fuck is up, okay? So, you've never had a hot dog until you've had a fucking Columbian hot dog.
What?
Honestly, like, maybe I'm biased because I'm Colombian. Best fucking hot dog that I've ever had. Definitely, I think close competition is probably like the Korean corn dogs.
Oh.
But, oh my God, Colombian hot dogs come with fucking, like everything. Like, it has everything. You can put chips on it. 3 different kinds of meat. Pork, chicken, beef. A bunch of sauces. We have salsa rosada, which is just ketchup and mayo, but I guess it makes it sound fancier. My favorite is Hawaiiana, so Hawaiian. And it has like pineapple sauce and comes with pineapple chunks and cheese. Oh my God. It's so, like, I'm literally foaming out the mouth thinking about it. Wow. And then the hot dogs are boiled, which honestly, like, I think it's the best fucking way to make a hot dog. Oh my God. Like, I'm so passionate about this. I love hot dogs. And we take pride in our hot dogs and how we make them and what we top them with. Best part is when you get fucking quail eggs on the top. Oh my God, it's so good. And it's just fucking stuffed to the brim. And the sausage is huge. The dog is huge. Like, oh my God. So, I'm sorry. I think it's a little inappropriate for a voice message, but it's really so fucking good. I'm not doing it justice, but just look up Colombian hot dogs. I don't know if someone, like, calls about it, to talk about it. I hope I'm not the only Colombian listener, so I hope someone else probably called out or, like, mentioned it, because, I mean, this is, like, a few months ago. But I just want to say, like, I take pride in my hot dogs, and, you know, it's truly one of the greatest exports out of Colombia. And just a funny story, I had my family visit for the first time, and they came to Disney World because we were living in Florida, and they were like, oh, does Disney World have hot dogs? And I'm like, yeah, and there's a couple more stuff on it, yeah. And the only thing that Disney World had was, like, a plain hot dog and a chili hot dog. And when they saw that their options were plain or chili or, like, cheese or whatever, they were so fucking disappointed. They were like, how is America, like, how is this the happiest place on earth? Like, America is a third world country. Where the fuck are, like, the good hot dogs? You bitches are living on nothing. So yeah, Colombians know what's up when it comes to hot dogs. So, bye guys, love you.
I love that she's like, it's the most precious export of Colombia.
Yeah,
not coffee, not Colombian coffee. It's the hot dog.
The precious hot dog.
If you Google Colombian hot dog, they have quail eggs on them.
Wow. This seems like something you'd eat with a knife and a fork. This looks substantial.
Yeah.
They look
Chips
delicious.
and quail egg. This one I think has bacon on it.
Wow, the whole egg. For some reason, I don't know what I was thinking. It's the whole egg.
That's crazy. That looks
These
good.
These look good. These look like they've got flavor for days.
Yeah.
Well, if anyone has tried a Colombian hot dog, please
let us know. Okay, next.
Wow.
Hi, this message is from the web crawlers. So I was literally listening to your Typhoid Mary show, and you were talking about asymptomatic carriers, and I was so enraged and a little triggered because, fun fact, again, you were just talking about, oh my gosh, why is this so hard to do via voicemail? This is so awkward. Anyway, asymptomatic, right. So basically, I was triggered because I had HPV, and you guys were talking about how people can be carriers and not know it. And I went to the gynecologist, and she's like, oh, super common to have HPV, blah, blah, blah. But speaking of asymptomatic, all men are considered carriers for HPV, and that's why they don't test them. So basically, men are just walking on the streets, infecting people, and there's no test, like there's no clinical test for men to know if they have HPV.
Right.
Or at least they don't really advocate for it because they just assume that they spread it everywhere. So everyone be safe and get checked if you can and just talk to your partners. And yeah, insane though. Absolutely insane. But keep up the great work and stay safe, guys.
Yeah, that is true. There's no
men
test.
don't know if they have HPV unless they get sores or
But there's a vaccine for it.
I got the vaccine when I was a kid, but I guess now they have more strains of the vaccine. But I got Gardasil, I think.
Yeah, I got it too.
I got it as a kid.
But there's no test for guys to say. Well, so there's no test because all guys. She's saying all guys are carriers, no matter what.
I don't.
Or they're just they can be, and they're just all asymptomatic.
Yeah.
Well, no, because men can have symptomatic HPV. Because I hooked up with a guy once who told me he had HPV, and then I was like, okay, well, I don't want to have sex,
Right.
because he had got the kind of HPV that gives you like sores.
Right. There's like all
On
sorts
your
of different
pee-pee.
kinds. Sores on your pee-pee.
He got sores on his pee-pee.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Last voicemail of the day.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
Hello, this is for the web crawlers. I just finished listening to the episode about vampires and thought I should share my story about when I was 16 at camp and met a vampire. My name is Teresa, and I'm in St. Louis. And when I was 16, I was in Olathe, Kansas, which is sort of rural at that time. And I went to this camp and met this boy, and he kept telling all of us girls that he was a vampire, and he would try to get us to cut our finger and let him suck the blood out of our finger. No. And he told us all about the coffin that his mom had bought for him and that he could sit at home, and had all these great stories about how like dark his room was and how great it was to be a night person. And I am a preacher's kid. Both my mom and dad are ministers. So he was really focused on me. And as we were getting towards the end of camp, I never let him suck my finger, but my friends let him suck their fingers. No. And when we were getting towards the end, he kept telling me that he felt like we were supposed to be destined to be together because since both my parents were preachers and he was trying to become a creature of the night, that marrying me and having me be part of his family would complete his cycle of darkness. And that is my story about being courted by a vampire. Thank you. Boing, boing, boing.
I wonder what that kid's up to now. That's crazy.
I think that there's like a line between like if your kid has a fantastical imagination to like lean into it a little bit, but if your kid starts sucking people's fingers, you gotta draw the line.
That's a little too much. It's okay to be like, yeah, I'm a vampire. I wear a cape and I have fake fangs. If you're sucking people's blood, you can't do that.
Once you start sleeping in a coffin and sucking blood, you gotta. It's time to make an appointment with the therapist. Baby.
Yeah, there's something up.
No kink shaming, but if you're a kid, you gotta nip it in the bud, babe. All right. Well, keep calling, please. I'm Allie, entire egg on a hot dog. I can't tell how it looks to me. It is good on a hamburger, so I imagine on a hot dog it would also be pleasant. Seagull.
I am Melissa. I too am curious about this quail egg on a hot dog. I bet it could be good because it is good on a hamburger. I've had it. Stetton.
And I'm producer Maria. I'll try it. We'll suit you.
Cool. All right, short and sweet. Bye, guys.
Bye.
An Erios original.
Powered by Acast.